Vayiyu Chayei Sarah, and the life of Sarah was 127 years. This parsha opens up with the death of Sarah, with the very last moments of her life. And interestingly enough, the verse uses an expression of Vayiyu. The dicusses in one of the commentaries explains that Vayiyu, the 4 letters, is a gematria. He explains that the letters actually correspond in a numeric sense to tell us something very specific. If you add up the letters of Vayiyu, they equal 37. What the Torah is telling us here is that the life of Sarah was Vayiyu. 37 years was the life of Sarah. And the dicusses explains to us what that means. The first 90 years of her life didn't count. It wasn't until she was 90 that she had Yitzhak. Yitzhak was 37 when she passed away. If you'd like to know the sum of her life, the sum of her life was 37, because that was the only time that she was the mother of Yitzhak. That was her life. This dicusses is very difficult to understand, because Sarah Imenu was a great woman. She was additionally the mother of Yitzhak, but independent of that, she accomplished tremendous worlds. She changed the generation that she was in. Whatever Avram accomplished for the men, she accomplished for the women. She was Avram's helpmate. She was a great individual. How could the dicusses tell us that that didn't count? The first 90 years of her life didn't count. The only thing that's her life is the 37 years when she was the mother of Yitzhak. It doesn't seem to make sense. And I believe the answer to this question is that there are 2 systems that Hashem measures a person by. Each of us have a global perfection system, and each of us have a very specific mission system. The global system means that we all have 613 mitzvahs, and we all have a Torah that guides us. All of us are equal in that we're obligated to grow, to accomplish. The Torah is a system of spiritual self-perfection. In addition to that, each of us have a mission. We were put on the planet to do something specific, each of us with a different mission, each of us with a different cause. And what the dicusses is telling us is that Sarah Imenu at 20 was a great woman, but at 30 she was far greater, and at 40 far greater than that, and at 50 greater still. But it wasn't until she was 90 years old that she was ready for her mission. It wasn't until then that she was ready to be the mother of the Jewish people. And that was her mission in life, to be the mother of the Jewish people. It wasn't until 90. Granted, she grew, she accomplished. The first 90 years of her life were tremendous, but in vis-a-vis her mission in regards to a specific cause that she was put on the planet for, it didn't begin until she was 90. And I believe this dicusses shares with us a very interesting concept. Number one, not always will a person know what his or her mission is, and not always will it be when they're younger. It may not come to you when you're 18, it may not come to you when you're 28. Again, it took Sarah Imenu until 90 that she recognized and began her real mission in existence. But secondly, there's another lesson. What did Sarah Imenu accomplish? What was her big contribution to the world? All she had was one child. Nebuch, a poor woman, 90 years of age, and all she had was one child. She didn't do much at all, did she? And from one perspective, one might view it that way. But the Torah doesn't view it that way at all. This woman changed history. This is one of the greatest women who ever existed, and her contribution to the world was one child. And understanding that the measurement of your mission in life may not be by world standards. You may not be the one to make millions. You may not be the one to affect entire generations. You may be the person to affect one child, one person. That might be your mission, and that in and of itself could change the world. Sarah Imenu changed one person's life, made one child. That child was the next link in the generation, became the father of the Jewish nation. That was a mission, and that is greatness.